Hi, I'm Mark Olives, and today I'd like to talk to you about spinal stenosis. Spinal stenosis is a condition in which the opening that the spinal cord goes down through in the spinal cord itself, or in the spinal canal itself, it becomes narrowed or smaller, compressing the spinal cord itself and causing significant problems. This is a condition that I frequently see misdiagnosed, however. I get lots of patients that because of the MRI findings, they say I've got spinal stenosis and therefore that's my diagnosis. There's a very, very easy way to test for this that'll kind of quickly tell you if you do indeed have spinal stenosis or if you don't. Also, if you haven't seen my video on MRI findings, it'll help explain to you why frequently you'll get a diagnosis that simply is not in fact true. So right off the bat, very simply, if you think you've got spinal stenosis, the fastest way to figure out if you do or don't is to simply bend backwards. If when you bend backwards, you just have severe pain and or lightning flashing down through your legs, or maybe even buckling, and if you do have a very severe case, be very, very careful doing this because your legs will flat give out. Because if you do compress the cord, it will cut off, electrical activity to the legs, which is powering the muscles and holding you up. So, again, depending on the severity of your condition, and if you've got a severe condition, you probably already know and you're not even gonna try that. But be very careful when you do test. But bending backwards is just a hallmark sign of spinal stenosis, and that's because of a simple fact. So I'm gonna give you a little illustration. So if you've got a spine, and this would be the back of your body, and you bend backwards, what you're doing is you're actually shortening the length of the spinal canal. And so if I take a piece of tubing, if I bend backwards and I shorten or I compress the distance of the spinal cord itself, what I'm going to do is I can't push this tubing in because it's too hard, but if I did push the tubing in, and if it was light enough tubing, you'd see that the tubing as it pushed together or shortened is going to increase in diameter. So if I've got a narrow canal and I increase the diameter of my spinal cord, it's going to cause increased compression. Now the opposite would be true. People with spinal stenosis love to bend forward. When I have a patient that truly does have spinal stenosis, they'll present to me, they come in walking all bent over because that's the only position they can get relief. Why? Because when I bend forward, I elongate the spinal cord. So that's like stretching the tubing, and as I stretch any tubing, the diameter becomes smaller or more narrow. So I can get relief from my spinal stenosis by elongating the spinal cord. So that is the quick, easy way to quickly distinguish whether spinal stenosis is truly causing part of your problem. It may or may not be something that you're very close to having problems with, but you can test severity and help make your medical decisions based on that little quick test. I hope this helps you out. Thanks.